What's up guys, welcome back to the next video in learning Kotlin. My name is Dani and you guys are watching my channel Coriowood. Alright, so we have done our function, my full name, and we displayed our first name and last name. And if you notice here we have two strings. What if you guys don't know how many parameters you need and what's your function arguments gonna be? So in this video we're gonna use something in Kotlin called varargs. As we said, when you have your parameters here and when you go on your arguments here, so how about if I put say instead of 2 I want to put say all my friends names, but I don't want to declare say parameters here, so we can do with the help of varargs. So I'm going to create another file because it's very messy here. I'm going to put it var variable arguments. I want our varargs. So this is a file. Close this one. Okay, so now we have a file vararg, and we're gonna create our main as usual. So our main is created. I'm gonna bring it down a little bit so you guys can see, and I'm gonna put some sort of comment. I'm gonna put it a varargs because this video is about varargs. So varargs, when you guys having your calling function here, as we said, and this is called argument, and you guys can pass as arguments to your function. If you have a parameter, say your parameter say first name and last name, you guys can only pass 2 arguments here. So my first name is QD and Yazdani, and if you have a x plus y, or you can pass like 10 plus 20, only 2 numerics here. But what about if you wanna I wanna print all my friends name, my best friend's name, such as say my best friend name first is Joe Biden and second is Donald Trump. So how I'm gonna do that? Okay, so for that one you guys need to come here and gonna put a fun. You're gonna declare your function, and it's gonna be as usual Coriowood, and inside that you guys need to put a vararg. And if you guys know now, the Kotlin knows that we are intending to use the vararg variable arguments. It stands for variable arguments, and we're gonna name it strings, maybe our str, and it's gonna be the type of a string. So this is the type of a string. So we have this str of the type of a string, and we're gonna come here and run some sort of for loop because we wanna our Kotlin to display our strings here, because we want to put like say 5 names. So and 5 strings here, and we do string, say we do wood in str. You can put anything you guys like, yeah, because we are using this str, we are using this one, and we say wood and str. You guys put strings in str, you guys put a string, anything you guys can put it there. As long as anything you guys put it, you guys good to go. So yeah, and you guys gonna print ln, and inside the print ln you guys need to put your wood. Okay, now we all ready. And how about we gonna come here and we're gonna use this name Coriowood, because we are gonna call our invoke. So we're gonna put a invoking our function, and we put a Coriowood. Okay, inside Coriowood, as I said, you guys can put a Joe Biden, and Donald Trump, These are 2 my best friends. Say you can put a Yazdani, I'm best friend of myself, and you can put a say Michael, for example, Michael, and here you can put a Robert. Okay, so now we have a Joe, Donald, Yazdani, Michael, and Robert. So we have a 5. You can see you can put more than that, so we want to display this one on the screen. And if you notice here, we don't have like a first name, last name, we don't have anything, but we just only put a variable arguments. if you look in here, because this is our argument here, because now Kotlin knows that we are intending to put more than one, say more than two argument here, because we are running for wood. You can create anything wood and str. So this is the str of the type string, and we want to create all this display all these names. Okay, so we're gonna save, and we gonna come here, and we're gonna run, and the Kotlin asking which one, varargs. Alright, so if you look here, all my best friends say the first one is Joe, and that's what is Donald, and it's going to be Yazdani, and Michael and Robert is printed on the screen. So you look here, Kotlin is awesome. It's very one of the best programming languages. If you look in here, you cannot find any other languages. So if you put a fun Coriowood, and you just put a vararg variable argument, so you guys can put more than 5 if you want. You can put a 3. Say if I want to add 2 more, for example, I put a David, and I'm gonna put a Boris. He's my best friend too, so I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna put a, say now I included the David and Boris as well. Ooh la la, look at here that I have all these best friends, first Joe Biden, Donald Trump, and I've got a best friend for myself, and Michael, Robert, David, and Boris. So you can have a look at here. I have now 7, and if you look in here, I'm passing the argument, 7 arguments here, but my parameter, if you look in, I have only 1 parameter, but the only difference is the vararg. So I have a vararg here, and I have only 1 parameter here. And if you look in here for the previous videos, I had only say put a first name and last name, and that's it. And you guys could put your say first name, which was QT, and last name Yazdani. So if you're not sure, you can go and check the previous video. You can check how we did that. So if you didn't watch the previous video, but if you watch, I'm sure you guys watched that, and that's why you're watching this video, because and then you guys good to go. So that's what the variable arguments is in Kotlin. It reduces the code for you guys to write all these, like say string first, string name, otherwise it's going to be like a 5 long here parameter. Then your code gets higgly-piggly, then you guys going to get confused where to put which code where to put. But instead of that one, you guys just use these variable arguments. Just put a name, str. You can put a David, you can put a Donald Trump, you can put anything here. But this one is must, because you guys needs to put the type. And here you can put a for loop, because you're gonna run the loop. And here, if you see, it's because the for loop is looping. So you guys need to put a wood, and str. You guys can put a b c x y z. You guys can put an x here. You don't need to put a wood. You can put an x. And if you look at here, it's red now, so you can put an x here as well. Make sure you put an x. You can put a b c, and str. You are referring to this one, because varargs knows this one, because this str is now varargs. And when it comes here, then Kotlin knows that you guys are intending to put a args. If you look in here, argument of the type array of strings. So that's what it stands for. It's where now you guys is helping you guys to understand this one as well, because the Kotlin, the function accept, it's got a parameter of arguments and the type of array of strings, because this is always array. Whatever you guys put it here, it's going to be a big giant array, and that's what the fun main is built to accept all these functions here, invoking functions, as many functions as possible. And whenever you guys pass the arguments and the function arguments, because of this function, the Kotlin accepts everything, whatever you guys put it here. Alright guys, that's it for this video. If you guys have any question or comment, leave it in the comment box. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video, and bye.
do 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 do